Hello, out there in the chillin' news land. We're glad to have you back as we're going to be talking about this movie, Christy, um, which I just finished watching uh, about a day ago, I guess. So I've had time to think about the movie and contemplate its meaning and all those things that, well, you never would have expected. First, I want to talk about the grades of the movie. All the time we look at movies, we might say, oh, this movie was a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10. Or, or we could do a letter grade, which I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a number, a letter, and now those of you who remember Rita Sever, I don't know if many of you remember her. She used to have a show where she reviewed movies, and she had a scale. The first one was avoid at all costs. Okay. Second one was okay if desperate to see a movie. She also had a third one, but I don't remember what it was. So I'm going to make up a category for that one. And we're going to call it uh, definitely. Wait a minute, how was I going to put it? Worth, we'll just say worth being on your watch list. Okay, that's the third one. And the fourth one, don't miss. Okay, so we're going to see where I put this movie on one of those. Let me repeat it if you didn't follow. What I mean by the Rita Sever scale is avoid at all costs is the lowest, okay if desperate to see a movie, and third is definitely on my watch list, and fourth is don't miss. Okay, so we're going to review, we're going to put the grade and then talk about this movie here, what this movie means, and some other things. Now, of course, it's spoiler free for the most part. I don't want to give anything away, but I do want to talk about this movie. This movie, I don't believe, was very famous or very popular when it came out, I think. Or wasn't really well known. But I had heard about it, so I wanted to watch it because I had heard it was worth watching. Come to think of it, that might have been a third one on her scale, worth watching, not on your watch list. But anyway, I'm not quite sure. We're just gonna say on your watch list. I guess they're kind of the same thing, worth watching on your watch list. So what do I think of this movie? My first impressions were fair movie, very you're in it's intense. This is a very intense movie, I have to say. And you will be glued to this movie. It's very, very interesting. I mean, it gets you are involved in this movie. It takes a few minutes, like every movie, to get it going. But after the first 10, 15 minutes, you are really engrossed into this movie. I mean, the way that this movie's done, it's like the suspense is very good. It's always got a new level of suspense. There's every scene actually is suspenseful. Almost. It builds on each other. You're thinking, what's going to happen here? And that's usually not customary in a movie per se, that every scene is leading somewhere, but this one is. It's like that. It's just like that. Now, if you're a boxing fan, you're gonna really like this movie, okay? Because it covers the whole thing, the whole circuit. I don't know if you guys remember the $1 Million Baby movie, okay, with Clint Eastwood. I don't know if this movie's been compared to that. It's a little like that movie, but kind of opposite, if you know what I mean. You have to see what if I tell you what that is, it'll spoil it, I think. But it goes, I mean, it's that same kind of theme, you know. It shows Clint Eastwood training the fighter throughout the movie. This movie, it's almost the same in that regard. Okay, how he's doing that, but a lot of different things though in this movie than the $1 Million Baby. Um, but there's a lot of similarities. Okay, not completely. All right, I don't want you to think this is the same movie. I'm not watching it. No, it's not like that at all. This is a lot different. A lot of differences between the two movies. So the tension in this movie is very, very intense. Like I said, it's very well done. Um, this movie's not any lulls. It's not any boring points really. The whole thing leads to something. It's pretty. I gotta say, I was impressed how this movie was. I'm really surprised it didn't get more traction at the box office because it is. It's really well done. It's really good, and the reason it's good is because of how the scenes build on each other and how interested, how suspense, how intense every scene is. You really are feeling like this is going somewhere and I want to know what's going to happen. And this movie is getting to be something that I need to know what is going on, what is going to happen with these characters. I don't want to give it away. All right. Now, there are about, okay, like every movie, there's always a twist, right? This movie has 3 twists. 3. What I mean by that, okay, is there's one twist that's very more toward the beginning of the movie. You'll see what that is, which I was shocked, really. Okay. I was more like perturbed, okay, by the first twist. Oh, all right. And the second twist and the third twist are all near the end, and you'll see what those are. I can't tell what I can't say, of course. Um, but I will say this: the 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 third twist is more like, you know how at the end of the movies they put these, they write stuff. You know, they have text about what happened to this. Okay, that's what we mean by the third twist. You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyhow, uh, so let's do the grades on this movie, and then I want to continue to maybe mention a few other things. So, 1 to 10, where do I give this movie? If I had to say 1 to 10, because of the suspense in this movie is so off the charts, I give it an 8.5. That makes up for a lot of things. Grade wise, probably a B plus. It's almost an A minus. Grades are subjective anyway. And now, the Rita Severs scale. Um, this was a very decent movie, and I would say it's one of the top ones of last year or even recently. So I'm between worth watching or don't miss. I'm not sure where. I don't know if it's exactly a don't miss movie though, but very close. It's very close, but I'm not going to quite put it there. I'm going to say definitely worth watching. I believe that was now number 3 on her list. I believe. So it's definitely worth watching, no doubt about that. I don't know if it's a don't miss though. Okay, don't miss is like, has there been a movie like that lately? I'm not really sure. Don't miss, what would be a don't miss? Star Wars is a don't miss, right? Or Indiana Jones is a don't miss. Today's movies, I don't know which ones are don't miss. Because there hasn't been too many great ones, I don't think, the last few years. But somebody has to win the Oscars, right? Who was it this year? One Battle? Oh, yeah, One Battle After Another was the one. Yeah, that one. I could talk about, that one probably is a don't miss. That one. So, okay, there's been a few then. So let's talk about this movie again here. This is just a movie I highly recommend. You're not gonna be disappointed. You're going to be interested the whole way. You're not going to be like, I want to turn this movie off after 30 minutes, like so many out there are, which is frustrating that they don't make movies as well today. Not that I'm up to date really on a lot of them, but from what I've seen, some of them don't hold the mold. But I do recommend, Christy, for everyone out there, just sit back, relax, take it easy. Now, there's a lot of interesting characters in this movie. A few interesting. The main interesting characters, of course, are the trainer and her. Okay, because a lot of this movie is in 2 pieces. It's really about how she gets along. How she does in the boxing world, and how her relationship with this guy here on your left. So that's why movie reviewer Christy, everyone. And like I said, I don't believe you'll be disappointed. Give it a try when you have time. Pop it in, get your popcorn, get your Coca-Cola, whatever you got on hand, and watch this movie, because this movie is not going to disappoint you. I guarantee you. Alrighty, folks out there, you take it easy and chillin' news. And we'll be back soon with another story or some more news. And you all take it, you all have a good day out there. Thanks for stopping by.